Okay, what I'm going to do right now is save my document because I have not done that yet. So I'm going to call this Snow Globe 2 since I've already made one. Save it as a PSD, and I am good to continue on. All right, the next thing I want to do is make another mask on my sphere. So I'm going to select, oops, go to the right layer, use my magic wand tool to select that circle and add a layer mask. And now I'm actually going to delete, I'm going to erase that circle so it's empty. And this will allow me to start building the inside of my snow globe. I think I'd like to start that with a gradient because gradients are a cool way to kind of add depth, and that'll help it look round. So I'm going to make another layer that's behind it. That way I'll be able to add more layers and not just block everything. So I'm going to select a color that I'd like to start with. And I think since I'm going to make a snowy snow globe, I'm going to select a blue, kind of a light to medium blue. And I have white as my other color. I'm going to hit my gradient tool, which might be hiding behind your paint bucket. If you just type the letter key or the G key, that will be your shortcut. I'm going to switch it to blue and white. And then there are different gradient options you'll see. I'm going to do the radial gradient. If you are using the updated version of Photoshop, you will see blues, so you can explore the gradients that are already there. If I want to edit this, I can double click on it and I can move, drag these things around, change how much blue and how much white there is. So you have some options there for customizing, but I think that'll work for now. Now I'm going to start playing around. I'm going to click in the middle and drag out. Oops. And I think I want to switch those colors the other way around. Click in the middle and drag out. That might be a little bit too much. We'll see. I'm going to come back up to my layer 1, and we're just going to pick a color for the background right now, so that way it'll be easier to see your shapes. I think I want to make mine sitting on a shelf, so I'm just going to get a warm brown here. And for now, I'm just going to use my paint bucket tool and paint that in. I'll come back and play with that more later, but there we go. Now I can see what I'm doing a little bit more. So I think that gradient looks pretty good for the start of my snow globe. I'm going to add a layer on top of that, and I'm going to paint in some snow. So I'm going to switch back to a white. I think I want to turn my opacity down a little bit, try like 75%. Then it'll show some of the blue behind it. You can click on your brush to change the style of your brush and also to change the size. So you can scroll down through here. You probably want something kind of soft just to make, the basic snow, or if you're doing something tropical, you'd probably still want, for sand, probably still want it to be a little bit soft to start with. So you can change your hardness. I want mine at 0 right now. You can change the size by adjusting the diameter. I think this will work. So what I'm going to do is just kind of paint in a little bit of a snow layer here. And I think I want to add a little bit of blue. So I'm going to hit the letter I, which brings up my eyedropper tool. That'll let me get that color back. I'm going to make this a little bit smaller. Not that small. And maybe I'll come back with some more white. So you can kind of go back and forth a little bit. We'll make this white again. Just toggle back the other way. I think that'll do for now. All right, for my next step, I'm going to add trees or something in here. So I'm going to pull up Chrome, and you can either use Pixabay or you can use your search tools in Google. So I will show you that next.